The rebuilding of Warsaw, how the city's architecture was restored after World War II. It's hard to imagine the devastation that Warsaw confronted at some stage in World War II. The city was once left in ruins, and its human beings had been left to choose up the pieces. But what took place subsequently is a story of resilience, determination, and the strength of architecture. In this video, we're going to take a look at how Warsaw used to be rebuilt after the war, and how the city's structure used to be restored to its former glory. From the rubble and ruins, a new Warsaw rose, a testimony to the electricity of its human beings and the electricity of design. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the captivating story of the rebuilding of Warsaw. Warsaw used to be one of the most closely bombed cities for the duration of World War II. The Nazis destroyed over 85% of the city, leaving at the back a path of devastation and ruin. Many of Warsaw's most iconic landmarks, which include the Royal Castle and the Old Town Market Square, have been decreased to rubble. The destruction of Warsaw in the course of World War II was once a great match in the records of Poland. The town was once now not only home to some of the country's most ancient landmarks, but was once additionally an essential cultural and financial center. When the Nazis invaded Poland in 1939, they shortly set their points of interest on Warsaw. The city was once subjected to extreme bombing and shelling, which left the city in ruins. After the war, the Polish authorities confronted a great venture rebuilding Warsaw from scratch. The rebuilding effort was once no longer only about restoring the city's structure and infrastructure, but additionally about rebuilding the spirit of the city and its people. The rebuilding of Warsaw used to be a huge challenge that required years of tough work and dedication. After the war, the Polish authorities hooked up a design to rebuild Warsaw. The layout was once bold and required great funding of time, money, and resources. The authorities knew that rebuilding the town was once integral to restoring the country's economic system and morale. The design targeted keeping the historical structure of the city while modernizing the infrastructure and city planning. Architects and designers from around the world have been referred to as a pawn to assist with the effort. Many outstanding architects, such as Le Corbusier, had been invited to make contributions to the rebuilding of Warsaw. They introduced them to new thoughts and strategies that helped structure the city's structure and design. The graft to rebuild Warsaw confronted many challenges, which includes a scarcity of construction substances and a lack of funds. However, the people of Warsaw have decided to see their city upward jabbed from the ashes, and they labored tirelessly to make it happen. Rebuilding Warsaw was once no convenient task. The town had to be rebuilt whilst retaining its historical structure and cultural heritage. The rebuilding effort confronted many challenges, which includes a scarcity of construction materials and a lack of funds. One of the biggest challenges was once to reconstruct the old town, which was once the coronary heart of Warsaw. The old town had been destroyed at some point in the war, and it was once critical to rebuild it to its former glory. Architects and designers meticulously studied historical drawings and pics to recreate the old town's historical constructions brick with the aid of brick. Another assignment used to be to stabilize the want for modernization with the desire to retain Warsaw's prosperous architectural heritage. The architects and designers who labored on the rebuilding of Warsaw had a hard task. They had to stabilize the want for modernization with the wish to hold Warsaw's prosperous architectural heritage. The result was once a special combination of contemporary and regular structures that have come to outline the city. Despite these challenges, the people of Warsaw remained decided to rebuild their city. They labored tirelessly to collect construction materials, and they used their ingenuity to discover new methods to rebuild their properties and businesses. The rebuilding effort was once a testament to the resilience and willpower of the people of Warsaw. The old town was once one of the most difficult factors in rebuilding Warsaw. The old town used to be the heart of the city, and it used to be critical to rebuild it to its former glory. Architects and designers meticulously studied historical drawings and snapshots to recreate the old town's ancient constructions brick by using brick. The reconstruction of the old town was once a huge mission that required years of challenging work and dedication. The reconstruction effort was once a labor of love for the people of Warsaw, who have decided to rebuild their city and keep its cultural heritage. The reconstruction of the old town used to be finished in the 1950s, and it used to be a triumph for the people of Warsaw. The old town market square, which had been decreased to rubble in the course of the war, was once restored to its former glory, and today, it is one of the city's most famous traveler destinations. The reconstruction of the old town was once now not barring controversy. Some critics argued that the reconstruction used to be too ideal and lacked the personality and authenticity of the unique buildings. However, most people agree that the reconstruction of the old town was once a wonderful success and a testament to the people of Warsaw's willpower to rebuild their city. The rebuilding effort in Warsaw prolonged past the old town. Many of the city's most iconic landmarks, along with the Royal Castle, the Palace of Culture and Science, and the University of Warsaw, had been additionally destroyed at some point during the war. The rebuilding of these landmarks was once a necessary phase of the effort to fix Warsaw's cultural heritage. The reconstruction of the Royal Castle used to be in particular challenging. The fort had been the home of the Polish kings and queens, and it was once an indispensable image of Poland's cultural heritage. The reconstruction effort concerned cautiously piecing collectively fragments of the authentic building, which had been scattered throughout the town at some stage in the war. The reconstruction of the Royal Castle was once performed in 1974, and it is now one of the most famous traveler points of interest in the city. The reconstruction of the Palace of Culture and Science was once every other massive undertaking. The building, which was once a present from the Soviet Union, was once one of the tallest structures in Europe when it used to be done in 1955. The rebuilding effort is concerned with reinforcing the building's foundations and modernizing its interior. Today, the Palace of Culture and Science is an image of Warsaw's post-war reconstruction and an outstanding landmark in the city. The rebuilding of Warsaw used to be a vast challenge that required years of challenging work and dedication. The rebuilding effort changed the city and became it into a present-day town while maintaining its cultural heritage. The legacy of the rebuilding of Warsaw is still felt these days and is a testament to the resilience and dedication of the people of Warsaw. The rebuilding of Warsaw is additionally a necessary image of the country's post-war recovery. Poland was once one of the nations that suffered the most at some point in World War II, and the rebuilding of Warsaw was once a necessary section of the country's recovery. The rebuilding effort confirmed that even in the darkest of times, the people's spirit can overcome adversity and gain expensive things. The rebuilding of Warsaw was once a terrific fulfillment that converted the city and became it into a contemporary town whilst keeping its cultural heritage. The rebuilding effort confronted many challenges, along with a scarcity of construction materials and a lack of funds. However, the people of Warsaw remained and decided to see their city rise from the ashes. Today, Warsaw is a thriving town with a prosperous cultural heritage and a current outlook. The legacy of the rebuilding effort is still felt these days and is a testament to the resilience and dedication of the people of Warsaw. The rebuilding of Warsaw is an effective reminder of the human spirit's capability to overcome adversity and acquire great things. If you found this video informative and enjoyable, please consider subscribing to our channel, History Studies. We strive to bring you engaging and educational content about history and the world around us. By subscribing to our channel, you'll be notified of new videos that we post, and you'll be supporting our efforts to create quality content. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again soon on History Studies.